Hi, I'm Mitch Peacock, and today I'm going to show you how to build a box for my Stanley 45. Last year I did a series of videos on using the Stanley 45, and you can find a playlist for that on my channel. I had some lovely comments from people who I'd inspired to dust off their 45s and start using them, so that was great. Now, I said at the time I wanted to build a box for it, a little bit similar to the ones they originally came in, so a wooden one with a sliding lid. For the last year it's just been hanging around in an old plastic toolbox and it rattles around in there, so I'd like to put a few fitments in the box so the accessories don't clatter around too much. Anyway, stay tuned and see how I do it. I'm not trying to make a complete replica, but I do want to use some old pine, and I've recovered these boards from an old chest of drawers. I've got 4 reasonably large pieces here, which I think will do all the sides. I've got a thinner piece here, which should do the sliding lid and the base. My smoothing plane and scrapers will allow me to remove a lot of the dirt from these pine boards without removing too much of the patina. It was a great relief to find out that everything just about fits in, but I won't be able to clean up the edges too much on these boards, or else the box won't be high enough. Taking a photograph of the layout is going to save me time later. So now it's off to the drawing board to work out exactly how I'm going to build this thing. I hope to have a SketchUp model for free download on my website very soon. Crucial for any accurate joinery are square edges and square ends. No need for a tape measure here, I'll just use the base on one side to measure off the length of an end. That will leave us a groove that goes halfway through the material. Marking for the mitre cuts will prevent any stupid errors. My Carcass mitre shooting board makes preparing the mitres a piece of cake. It was great to cut the grooves for the box with the 45 itself. With the mitres and the grooves cut, I could then mark directly the length of the bottom and the top. Then I cut through the base of the groove on the end of the box, which is where the lid is going to open up from. A quick dry assembly of all the parts, and then it's time to glue up. And unfortunately I didn't have any tape to use the tape method. Here I'm just carving a little finger pull in the sliding lid. So the box is together, but because it's got mitered joints here, we've got pretty much end grain to end grain. They're not very strong, and this needs to be fairly sturdy. So I need to strengthen those up. I've got some thin strips of oak that I've ripped, and I'm going to use those as keys in the corner, placing them in like so. As well as the keys, I'm going to use these 2mm hardwood cocktail sticks, and I shall drill some holes through and glue those in. And you see the key will go in there, it'll be nice and tight, and hopefully that will give it a lot more strength. I'll mark and cut the keys a little bit oversized now, and once the glue's dried I can flush them off. By angling each of the dowel holes differently, we increase the strength of the joint. Once the glue is thoroughly cured, we can then flush off the keys and the dowels with a saw, a chisel and a plane. And I finish up by knocking off all the sharp edges with a block plane. Join me next time as I fit out the inside of the box. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!